All right, for our final video in the math series, we're going to cover 5 activities from chapter 12, three-dimensional shapes. Any of the other pages that we skip over, feel free to do throughout the summer. There's a little am I ready and some vocabulary words of the important things they need to know and that sort of thing. But we'll start here on page 697. Page 697 is the lesson is spheres and cubes. So there's a picture of a sphere and you simply circle the one that matches. So number 2, we've got a cube. So you would go ahead and circle the die or the box that looks like that. And if you want to pause it here and do the rest, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to give away the answer. Spoiler alert. So number 3, we got a sphere. So the ball is also a sphere. Number 4, we have a cube. So the Rubik's Cube is also a cube. On the back, we've got a cube. So the present would be a cube. And we've got a sphere. So the marble would be a sphere. Okay, and on the back, we have the vocabulary word sphere, and you circle the ones that are spheres, so the ball of yarn and the beach ball. And we've got a cube, so you would circle the present, just like that. Tuesday's lesson is basically the same thing, but it's on cylinders and cones. So for number 1, here's a picture of a cylinder, looks like a can, and you circle the matching real world item. Okay, so number 2, we've got a cone. So you find the one that's a cone there and circle it. If you want to pause it here, do it and check your answers, go ahead. Otherwise, spoiler alert, I'm going to go over the answers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the cone, this one would be the matching one. The cylinder, that looks like a can, this is the matching one. The cone, it's turned sideways, so it's a little tricky, but that's the matching one. On the back, we've got a sideways cone, so the party hat is the matching one. And we've got a sideways cylinder, so the paint can would be the matching one. And then here you just simply draw a cylinder and a cone. So Wednesday's lesson is going to be on comparing solid shapes. So we're going to skip over to page 709 and 710. And it says, identify the shape of the object in the first row, describe it, and circle the shape in the other shapes in the row that slide. So number 1 is slide. So to demonstrate these, I got some real world objects. I've got a soccer cone for the cone, a can for the cylinder, a ball for the sphere, and a die, singular of dice, for the cube. And so this one, they're showing that the cube slides like this. It doesn't roll, but you can slide it with your finger, which other ones would slide. And you can see that the cone will slide. And also, if I turn it, it rolls this way, but if I turn the cylinder this way, it slides as well. So you circle those two. The next one is about stacking. Now, if it has a flat surface, they can stack. So the cylinders can stack on top of each other. You can grab more and check it. And same with the cubes. If you stack them, you can make a tower, but you can't make a tower with the spheres. I'll show you. Let me grab another. See, the spheres cannot stack on top of each other. They're just going to fall over. So you don't circle that one. Next one is roll. Sphere can roll. Now what else can roll? Well, the cylinder, if I turn it sideways, can roll. So let's circle that. This one definitely cannot roll. It has to be pushed over like that. It can slide, but it can't roll. And the cone, if I turn it sideways, can also roll. Now my cone, notice, is a little bit crooked. It's supposed to be round all the way around, but the only one that I have has edges. So on the back, same sort of thing. Number 4 down here, it says identify the shape, describe it, and circle the other shapes in the row that slides. So this one, what is it? Yes, it's a cube, and a cube slides. It doesn't roll. I have to push it to slide it. And so what other ones would slide as well. Well, the cone, if I can keep it this way, will slide. So let's go ahead and circle that one. The cylinder will also slide when turned this way. However, the ball, again, doesn't slide, it rolls. So on number 5, you simply circle the shapes that roll, so you can try them out again if you need to, but it was the cylinder and the cone. Which ones can stack on top of each other? Well, you can make a tower of cubes and a tower of cylinders. Not so much can you make a tower of cones there. And then which ones will slide? Well, this one will slide right there, the cube, and also the cylinder and the cone, because you can slide them like so, but not the sphere because it rolls. Thursday's lesson is on modeling solid shapes in our world. On page 723 and 724. The directions for the first 3: name the shape of the first object, describe it, compare it with each shape in the row, circle the matching shape. So here, what shape is this? That's right, it is a cube. So you circle the cube. Okay, now what shape is this? Well, this part's a cylinder, but they're pointing to that part, which is a cone. So which one of these is a cone? Right there. And then here, the trash can is a cylinder. So which one of these is a cylinder? Right there. And on the back, more of the same thing. We got an apple. Ooh, which one of these is the apple is sphere shaped. So which one of these is the same? Right there. And then for the swing set, they're pointing to this top part right here, the top part, the bar, which happens to be a cylinder. So which one of these match? Right there. And the last one, we have a block. And what shape is that? Cube. So you circle the matching shape. And that's how you do Thursday. Our final one is a review of solid shapes, 3-dimensional shapes. Okay, and we're doing page 725 and 726. Directions say draw a line from each vocabulary word to a shape that matches the word, and draw a box around the object shaped like a sphere. Draw an X on the object shaped like a cube. Draw a line on the object shaped like a cylinder. Circle the object shaped like a cone. So first, let's draw a line from each vocabulary word to a shape that matches. So I'll show you an example here. I simply did this as an example. There's my cone up there. There's my cylinder. There's my cube. And there's my sphere. For the second part, it says draw a box around the object shaped like a sphere. So let me draw a box around. So I drew a box around the ball there. Then it says draw an X on the object shaped like a cube. So I'm going to X my cube. Right like that. Then it says to draw a line under the object shaped like a cylinder, so I can draw a line under there. And then it says circle the object shaped like a cone, so I can circle it right there. Okay, you can do more if you like, but do at least one there. And then the last part is more of just finding the real world object. So we've got a cylinder there, so that one would be the can. A sphere would be the orange. Okay, what can stack? Which one of these can stack? The cube and the cylinder, if I turn it the other way and stand it up. And which ones can roll? Well, this one can roll and this one can roll. And that is our math for the week. Feel free to do any of the other pages we didn't get to. There just is not enough time to cover everything in the book. But feel free to use it, and you can always contact me with any questions you have throughout the summer. All right, talk to you later.